From BBC dramas to Hollywood blockbusters, this actress's CV is anything but bland. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Carey Mulligan performances.
I have a key. I'm going to use it unless you tell me not to.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at this London-born actress's extensive filmography to highlight her greatest performances to date. Though the spoilers are at a minimum, slight warning for them nonetheless.
Well, we shouldn't have done it in the first place, but if you ever do it again, which is a favor to women everywhere, you should not. But if you do, you should be wearing condom on condom and then wrap it in electrical tape.
Number 10, Kathy H, Never Let Me Go. In this British dystopian drama, Carey Mulligan plays Kathy H, one of our three protagonists caught up in a complex love triangle. And this is definitely no ordinary triangle.
It's really weird. But a good weird, I think.
Set in an alternate universe where life and relationships aren't as simple as they might seem, this film sees Mulligan star opposite Keira Knightley and Andrew Garfield, with Carey's performance standing out because of her character's quietly reserved attitude.
There were lots of stories at Hailsham. I don't think many of them turned out to be true.
But don't take her at face value, she's vital to the twists and turns in this story.
I don't let the fantasy go beyond that. I can't let it.
Number 6, Sally Sparrow, Doctor Who.
And that's Sally
Shipton. Sparrow!
Away from her American blockbusters, Carey's British roots lead all the way to the TARDIS. The Doctor Who episode Blink aired in 2007, featuring the actress as Sally Sparrow, a young woman the Doctor and Martha try to communicate with to try and prevent the rise of the Weeping Angels.
I'm gonna stay with you, okay?
Thank you, Sally Sparrow.
The story received widespread critical acclaim and is still considered to be one of the best episodes since the show's 2005 revival. And though Carey can't take all the credit, her turn as Sally was central to its success.
Tell me.
Very complicated.
I'm clever and I'm listening, and don't patronise me because people have died and I'm not happy.
Number 8, Daisy Buchanan, The Great Gatsby. Director Baz Luhrmann certainly made his mark on F. Scott Fitzgerald's famous novel with this glamorous adaptation. But even amongst all that glitz, Mulligan's performance as Daisy shines like a gem.
I'm certainly glad to see you again.
It's hard to ignore the character everyone seems to be talking about, after all.
What'll we do with ourselves this afternoon, or the day after that, or for the next 30 years?
Oh, don't be morbid.
Let's go to town. Who wants to go to town?
Town.
Although the actress herself has admitted she didn't rate her performance that highly, fans of the film beg to differ. Among all the excess and excitement, we watched Daisy's dazzling effect on Gatsby play out, and were equally captivated.
You're revolting. Do you know why we left Chicago? I'm surprised they didn't treat you to the story of that little spree.
That's all over now, Daisy, darling. That's all over.
Number 7, Gene Berkey, Inside Llewyn Davis. Proving Carey's versatility, we switched to an entirely different style and tone of film, written and directed by the Coen brothers.
Llewyn can sleep on the floor with his cat.
The Gorfine's cat.
In Inside Llewyn Davis, Mulligan plays Gene Berkey, a challenging character who appears to have a very troubled relationship with our titular musician. Although she has limited screen time, hers is a pivotal role in the film, mostly thanks to Gene's scathing attacks on Llewyn.
Yes, asshole!
But despite her hard-faced approach, Gene's vulnerability also comes through. We humans are complicated creatures, and Mulligan excels at conveying that complexity.
Where were we?
You were calling me a careerist, and I was calling you a loser.
Right, well, those are your categories.
No, those are your categories.
Number 6, Irene, Drive.
Sorry about the noise.
I was gonna call the cops.
From soundtrack to cinematography, this film is a firm fan favourite, and Mulligan is a major reason for its success. Here she plays Irene, who, along with trying to keep tabs on her own eventful life, falls for her mysterious getaway driver neighbour.
Is that dangerous?
And when the action all gets a bit too much, Irene is there to help pick up the pieces. All in all, you can understand why Ryan Gosling's unnamed driver becomes so enamoured with her quiet strength during a movie which mesmerises throughout. Number 5, Laura McAllan, Mudbound. In this Netflix period drama, Carey plays Laura, a character who struggles to settle into life on a new farm after moving there with her husband.
But I'm telling you now, we are not getting rid of that piano.
It's the one civilized thing in this place. So your father can either sleep in the lean-to, or he can sleep in the bed with you, because I am not staying here without my piano.
It's clear from the outset that Mulligan's character has her reservations, and the actress carries this performance with a subtle sensitivity that draws everyone in.
I think it's marvelous.
The movie provides her with plenty of moments to shine as her character adjusts to her surroundings, dealing with various traumatic events in the process. So whether she's acting opposite Jason Clarke or Garrett Hedlund, both of whom also turn in solid performances, she tends to steal the spotlight.
What's wrong, Mama? Emily, I need you to be a big girl and go and get Florence. Do you remember how to get there? You gotta run as fast as you can.
Number 4, Sissy Sullivan, Shame.
Do you think I look fat? Do you think I look fat?
Sit down.
While Carey doesn't land the lead role here, her work is integral to this film's intensity. A Steve McQueen movie about two siblings with a somewhat confusing relationship, Mulligan plays Sissy, who suddenly shows up in her brother's life and knocks his routine into further disarray.
That's good. Where do you live now?
Kind of all over the place.
She sings, she muses, and she creates general havoc with just the subtlest of glances and smallest of movements. Ultimately, even in a film which so firmly centres on Michael Fassbender's character and his sex addiction, it's impossible to ignore Carey's performance.
You're my brother. I'm your sister. We're family. We're meant to look after each other.
Number 3, Maud Watts, Suffragette. Mulligan takes centre stage next for a film that explores the suffragette movement. Here she plays fictional character Maud Watts, who stumbles upon a suffragette rally and soon finds herself front and centre for the women's rights campaign.
There's another way of living this life.
Producing a definitive performance in what is ultimately an extremely reflective and important production, Carey helps to recreate the hardship and struggles that countless women endured during this crucial chapter of human history, bringing their stories to another generation of moviegoers.
Because war's the only language men listen to. Because you've beaten us and betrayed us and there's nothing else left.
Number 2, D.I. Kip Gillespie, Collateral.
I changed my mind. I sent Abdullah, I can do what I want.
I know.
I am in charge.
I understand that. My question is, why did you do it?
Further showcasing her dramatic flexibility, Mulligan is as bold and brilliant as ever in this gritty crime drama.
That's impressively quick. What are we dealing with, club class?
Playing the protagonist D.I. Kip Gillespie, her performance avoids all the overused whodunit cliched copper stereotypes and instead breathes life into a self-assured yet compassionate character. Pitching the actor into a less polished production, she scales plenty of narrative twists, with high tension around every corner. Critics took some issue with the show itself, but few could question Carey's own impact.
Did you finish the job? Did you get what you wanted?
I got close. All I want now is sleep.
Number 1, Jenny Meller and Education.
Jenny again. Isn't it because Mr. Rochester's blind? Yes, Jenny.
A star-making role for today's actress, this brilliant British coming-of-age film has Mulligan play the 16-year-old Jenny, who harbours feelings for a much older man. And she soon ends up in a world that is far outside her comfort zone.
Have her back by 10, David.
Well, I was hoping she might come with me afterwards for a spot of supper with my Aunt Helen.
While it'd be easy to label this character as a naive girl who should have known better, Mulligan adds a depth and trademark sensitivity to the role that makes this film even more heart-wrenching every time you watch it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and subscribe for more great content.